Okay, we're coming into this halfway, because Grace said something really funny before recording, and I just want to follow up on it. What do you reckon the worst smelling world is out of all the fandoms we've covered?
Um,
Because Fallout, yeah, everyone's going to be a bit gross and icky, especially the ghouls, which is what we were talking about before we started.
Out of the fandoms we've covered. Hmm.
It's probably one of the fantasy settings, right?
Did we cover Pirates of the Caribbean? No, we
Not
haven't.
yet. We should.
Uh,
Do you not want to see the tentacle man, Grace? And his
shut the
tentacle beard.
fuck up.
That's what's going to be in that
He's
fandom.
played by a lovely man. I'll tell you what I find funny about that.
Okay.
Davy Jones is
Mm-hmm. Lovely man.
obviously like a fucking mythical creature or a cursed man.
Mhm.
Like magic exists, but the East India Trading Company like put him on the payroll and just started like being the real villains of the whole fucking season.
Yeah, that's the British for you.
Like
It's what we do.
It's just fucking mad, isn't it? Imagine if like I don't know, the Eldritch Queen just came to your house and was like, "Hi, I'm evil," blah 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 blah, and you just went, how much capital can I get out of whatever fucking magic you can do?" And she's just like, "What?" It's like, "Yeah, welcome to capitalism, bitch. You're on my property." And you just start throwing legal bullshit at her.
And then she complies with it. And,
But that's the thing. Like most fairy tales, there is like a deal struck, isn't there?
Mm-hmm.
Like that's what the fairy tales have been trying to tell us all along. Don't sign contracts.
You can trick elves into doing your bidding through legal bullshit.
Like, honest to God, everyone's like, "Oh yeah, scholars are wizards." No, it's not the scholars, it's the fucking lawyers.
Oh god.
They're closer to the devil than any of us will ever be.
So what we're learning today is
Magic is real. They're in the law
magic is
firm.
real. I did see an
Wizards
anime
study law.
once.
I mean, warlocks study law. Sorry, what?
I did see an anime once. I never actually watched it, but the title made me laugh because it was just called Wizard Barristers, and that just sounded funny in of itself.
Oh my god. Okay.
I'm gonna have to look into what that actually involves because the name was fantastic.
Wizard barristers.
If I remember right, it looked fairly generic, unfortunately.
Bippity boppity, I've taken your property.
Yeah, there were just loads of waifus on the cover. That's why I didn't watch it.
It
But
probably wouldn't.
the
have
genre is legal. It's legal drama. So I think it is just Phoenix Wright, but wizards. I'll have to look into that. But yeah, you reckon Pirates of the Caribbean probably the smelliest?
yeah, I think it's up there. I think it's up
Mm.
there.
I think you
Dungeon
might be
Meshi
right.
could be quite smelly.
Oh, they'd stink, wouldn't they?
I mean,
Like-
they wash and everything, but it's like.
They do.
But they'd
Well-
always smell of cooking smells, which probably wouldn't be as bad.
Marcille tried to wash. I don't think she succeeded
Yeah, she did.
because the water elementals attacked.
No, that wasn't her washing. That was her pouring hot water onto it
Oh,
after it'd
yeah.
been cooked.
Yeah, you're right. Fair point. Okay. Yeah, they probably wash from time to time, but it's probably not going to be as good as you'd hope. Marcille, no, hold on. Marcille has soap.
Yeah, she does.
Okay,
doubt
so
that.
Marcille probably smells fine. I don't know about the rest.
They can share some soap. It's fine. I'm sure.
Chilchuck
they'll
has 3 daughters. He definitely washes.
It's essentially they don't fucking wash canonically.
Yeah, I
The
can
guy
believe
who
that.
makes and prepares all the food.
Ugh. Oh, when you.
I'm
put it
sure he
like
washes
that.
his hands, but
Yeah. It's his hair he doesn't wash.
he's funny about stuff like that, isn't he?
And I do know people who believe in the whole oil thing, where if you just don't wash your hair, the natural oils all sort of work itself out.
I've been told that, and I'm not unconvinced.
No, me neither, but I've been told it.
I've been told that's only with dreadlocks,
Oh.
and even
Well,
then, I'm
the
not.
person I know does not have dreadlocks. So
They just don't like washing, do they?
that's the impression I get.
Tell me who it is afterwards. I want the gossip.
It's
Silence over here is thick, bro.
I know, right? I know someone else who doesn't wash the hair either.
Right.
That's Nick.
He doesn't have hair.
Yeah, that's the joke I was making.
Such a fucking dick. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
And as listeners may have noticed, Nick is not with us today. He is fucked off to go look at trains, in his words.
I mean, yeah. What does he say? I fucked off to play with trains.
That's the one.
It makes him sound like he's big enough to pick up a steam train, doesn't it?
He's getting there. But no, he's not. Hopefully not.
I mean, if I could, I'd have fucked off to play with trains. But...
Oh, I see.
But I'm not near any trains. What? Wouldn't you?
No, I like
Why not?
recording with you guys.
Yeah, but, if we could do it on a train.
I mean, it would be fun. It would be a bitch to edit because you've got the in the back constantly.
Oh, they won't mind. They won't mind.
Listeners, if you wouldn't mind us recording on a train, why not write in? And then we can make next dream come true. We're not gonna. That'd be so expensive to organise. We'll see. We're recording this on Father's Day, so I was thinking we could talk about daddy issues because it's kind of a spectre over all fandoms, really, isn't it?
It's everywhere.
They're everywhere.
Everyone has a father, whether they're actually around or not.
Exactly.
And there are many issues
sometimes
that
that
come
has
with
issues. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you who you think the character with the most daddy issues is, but you know what? I'm going to flip it. Who do you think has the least daddy issues?
Who has the least daddy issues?
Yeah.
But part of the whole being of a character is that they've got to have fucking daddy issues, isn't it? Usually, half of them don't even have parents.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus Christ.
Oh, there's my answer.
What?
The Pokemon protagonists. Except the one in Sapphire Ruby where you meet your dad.
I thought you said they didn't have daddy issues.
Yeah, but Red doesn't have daddy issues because his dad's just not in the picture. But he's not in the picture in a good way or a bad way. He's just not around. And it's never addressed. So he doesn't have daddy issues. Yeah, that's my answer.
Yeah, but he also just sort of got kicked out of the house and... Well, not kicked out of the house. He decided at the age of 10 to grab some animals, do animal fighting.
Yes.
Attack
Also,
a
Professor Oak
crime
could make
syndicate,
moves.
and then, you know... I think there's issues there.
He's definitely got issues. I'm not convinced they're daddy issues.
I mean, you could argue they're daddy issues.
Do you suppose if he had a supportive father, he wouldn't have become a Pokemon master?
It'd have probably been something more useful, to be honest.
Yeah. To be fair, a lot of the people you meet do have jobs.
Yeah.
Like all the other trainers. You could be a Pokemon trainer and have a stable job.
I mean, you could. I mean, in the third one, your dad is a gym leader.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no issue there. You get on with your dad. But he's the only time you actually have a dad.
Yeah. That's true. Okay. I don't know who... I can't think of anyone with less daddy issues, though, so I think I'm going to stick with that.
Less daddy issues.
Mm-hmm. Before we started, I was watching My Adventures with Superman, because I'm catching up. And Clark is such a fluffy boy in that. It's brilliant.
Yeah, he's got supportive parents. He doesn't have daddy issues, does he?
No, last 2 episodes, daddy issues happen.
Oh yeah, shit, he's adopted and his dad's...
His real dad starts showing up and there's issues there.
Oh, fucking hell.
I won't spoil it, but damn, there's issues.
Are we talking about issues with our dad or actual daddy issues? You know, as in hyphen.
What's
Not
the
hyphen,
difference?
quotation mark.
What is the difference in your mind? What's the distinction?
One is there's an issue and your dad's involved. Like, it could be ranging anywhere to you've accidentally dropped oil all over his windscreen on his car, or like you've accidentally fell onto his vegetable patch and broke all his tomatoes, to daddy issues where for whatever reason you're sat on some random man's lap calling him your father when he's not.
Okay. I guess we have to start with, what is daddy issues?
Yeah, look it up.
And you know what? That's...
Get the Oxford Dictionary out.
Okay, I'm getting them up. But, okay, what do daddy issues mean to you?
I just told you.
Okay.
What do they mean to you before you start looking into the Oxford
Okay,
Dictionary?
to me, daddy issues are a personality or character flaw that is directly caused by your father.
Did you just read that out of the dictionary?
No, that's me.
Okay.
I'm
Oh,
that eloquent.
oh right, I see. Fancy schmancy bastard over here.
Okay, let's
Look at me, I've got a degree. Ah.
in psychology, which is relevant to daddy issues.
And little else.
Touche. The stats angle helps as well from time to time.
Okay.
Okay, let's go to healthline.com. What are daddy issues?
Healthline? What the fuck's Healthline?
I googled daddy issues and it's just various articles about what are daddy issues in various niche places. Daddy issues is not an official medical term or recognized disorder in the DSM-5, which is good to know.
I feel like it should be sometimes. Like, all the issues.
It was probably in Freud's original... in fact, it was in Freud's original diagnostics, only he used the term father complex, which is 19th century for daddy issues.
An Oedipus complex.
That's mummy complex.
I thought that was the Electra complex.
No, so Oedipus complex is when you've got
You
issues
want
with
to
your mum. Electra complex is with your dad.
So I thought, right, the issue was with your father because you want to kill him to shag your mum.
Ah, okay, yeah,
But the
it
Electra
plays into it
complex
for sure.
is you've got issues with your mum because you want her out of the way so you can shag your dad.
Yes, that's correct.
Thank you. I didn't go to university for that.
Good. If that's all you learned at university, it would have been a waste of money.
It would have been. Have you paid back your debts yet?
No. My debts are going... Last time I checked my student loan, I had paid negative £16.
Nice.
And after that I decided, you know what? I don't care.
Okay.
For those not in the UK, student loan, it gets paid off automatically out of your salary before you even see it. I'm just not going to pay attention.
It's about...
The one person I know who has paid it off is filthy rich. He paid it off in one go, and he had to pay more because he paid it off in one go.
Oh, really?
Because they were like, we're losing money off your interest, so there's a fee for paying it off early.
Well, you can't do anything in this country, can you?
It's so shit.
What the fuck?
A lot of mortgages have that same clause as well.
I've been told that if you accidentally fluff up something, they can say pay it off all at once plus interest now, as like a slap on the wrist, which is more like being hit by a train financially.
Yeah.
Considering how much it costs.
No, thank you.
Like, what?
I don't think I can afford that.
No. Either way, carry on.
I'm struggling to find a solid definition of daddy issues.
You'd have thought there would be... Right, what about Urban Dictionary?
Let's you read my mind. I'm adding Urban Dictionary to the search. When a girl has a messed up relationship with her dad, usually the father's fault, either he left or is acting like a total bitch.
Okay.
I stand by that it's not just a female thing. And we're going to be seeing a lot of that today, I suspect.
Okay. So as a result, the girl might be attracted to older men with anger issues if her father was an angry man, and sometimes will stay in an abusive relationship because it feel like home. Good God.
Ooh.
Ugh.
Don't do that.
No, don't do that.
Pick better man, like Senshi, who is not a daddy but a father. I've lost my train of thought.
I feel like daddy issues is mainly centric on women having bad father figures or non-existent ones.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'd agree with that.
And yeah.
But to be honest, I suspect we're going to be seeing a lot of M/M daddy issues when we go into the fix.
Mate, there's going to be twinks all over the place. Like
twinks all over the shop.
Twinks all over the place, getting upset, and there's going to be big butch men looking after them. I think I've just been on the show long enough to know this by now.
I know, right? Do we want to expand this just to daddy as well as daddy issues?
I mean, it's Father's Day. On a time recording, so
maybe we should be celebrating the good dads out there by typing in daddy instead of daddy issues.
I mean, I'm sure that I'm sure that the new dads, will be a good influence on the people. But yeah, we could do normal. Not normal. Yeah, well, yeah, normal dads,
Healthy dads.
healthy dads. I mean, I think that'll be
I'm
harder
happy
to
to look at all
find
of
because
them.
how do you tag healthy parental relationship?
It's funny you should say that.
You know?
You know, let's look at that. Healthy, that's got to be a tag.
No.
There's healthy relationships is one.
Yeah, that's not going to be with your parents, is it?
I'm just curious how many. 11,000 healthy relationships
In a sea of 15,000 daddy issues, I don't think.
versus 15,000 with daddy issues. Yeah,
mm.
I'm curious if there's any overlap
Yeah,
there as
versus
well.
every other fucking issue's not tagged.
Healthy. Okay, there are 48 that are both daddy issues and healthy relationships.
Oh.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, 48.
I mean, I don't want to.
One of them is called one of them is called Teen Wolf Gets Kinky 2020 though. So
Oh, for fuck's sake. Teen Wolf absolutely everywhere.
oh yeah, I think we're going to be seeing a lot of Teen Wolf today. Have you seen Teen Wolf?
No.
I've not seen Teen Wolf.
I don't think we can go into Teen Wolf. We still haven't seen it.
Yeah, we need one of us needs to bite the bullet and watch Teen Wolf.
I mean, I suppose Nick watched Supernatural that last time, but I think he actually.
It is.
I think he.
He liked
Yeah,
Supernatural
no,
though.
right. Here's what I think's happened. I feel like him and Sophie watched it together,
Yeah.
and they carried on watching it, and they're just not told us because they're like, yeah, it's silly, ha ha ha.
I can believe
it's
that.
silly, ha ha, but
Mhm.
really they've been die-hard fans for a while now.
I could absolutely believe that. That seems like a thing they'd do.
Because they're like, oh yeah, we're watching Cowboy Bebop and we don't want to finish it. And I'm thinking, what are they watching in between? They've not told us what they're watching in between. It's why aren't they telling us? What are they hiding?
Almost certainly Supernatural. They did watch Jurassic Park, they were telling me.
Yeah, but that's not.
But
bro, that's not.
that won't take that long.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking.
Hmm.
Dinotopia next.
Ooh, we could do Dinosopia.
Bro, there's going to be nothing for Dinotopia.
Oh, let's have a quick look. It's been so long since I thought about Dinotopia. There's 3 different fandoms here. Yeah, no, there's not much for Dinotopia. There will be stuff for Jurassic Park though.
Oh, that's reminded me of a good father figure.
Mm-hmm.
The villain in Perry the Platypus. Dr. Doofenshmirtz.
Oh.
Whatever the fuck his name is.
Yeah.
His
I know who
daughter
you mean.
Vanessa.
Doofenshmirtz.
Doofenshmirtz.
Yeah.
I've not even watched the show, right? But for some reason, every once in a while, things about him will just come up on my page. So apparently he's the villain, but all I ever see of him is just being a wholesome guy.
Yeah, he seems like
slightly evil.
he's a villain in the same way.
Gru is a villain.
Yeah, like we're still rooting for him. He's too incompetent to do any actual harm. And that's fine. He seems like a wholesome guy. We should watch that show at some point because I keep forgetting what it's called as well. But I know who you mean.
Okay, so what are we doing?
Other good. I think we're still on Daddy.
God.
Good father figures.
Monk Gyatso.
Oh yeah. You know what?
Honorary dad's count.
I think we're going to debate this, potentially. I think Tenzin was a good dad by the end.
Yeah, I don't think he was ever a bad dad.
Yeah. Well, when the show first started, I didn't like Tenzin very much. But after a while, he grew on me, and I think now I'd say he's a good dad.
I think...
Whereas previously, I did not think so.
I think early on, Korra and Tenzin just had different values and different goals, and they clashed personality-wise as well, which didn't help. Which sort of led... I got a bad impression off of both of them, to be honest. I wasn't too keen on either.
No, I can understand that. I think overall I like Korra, though.
I didn't really like Korra that much.
Who would you want to be your dad? If you could pick.
What?
Any character, any universe. You get to go back in time and get them to raise you as your dad.
I feel like...
You're essentially finding your mum and your husband.
I feel like I'd have to do some serious research before I commit to that. I don't know.
You don't have to think about it, just off the top of your head.
Off the top of my head.
Yeah. Who do you want to be your dad?
It's annoying because the first person, because obviously we've been talking about him, is coming to mind as Dr.
Dr.
And I'm just like,
Okay.
I've got to say someone
Strange
else. But he's the only person I can think of at this moment.
Okay.
What about you?
Do you know who came to my head? Yep, Wallace.
Wallace? As
yes,
in...
and his dog Gromit.
Yeah, I could see you being... having two dads, one of them being a dog.
I didn't think both. Yeah, I guess. I wasn't assuming Gromit would also... I don't think Wallace and Gromit are in a gay relationship, incidentally. That's not a ship I endorse.
They're more like roommates, but like...
Yeah, they're definitely roommates. They're legit roommates. Because Wallace was very happy with Lady Tottington, and I think that's a ship I still get behind.
I mean, they do date other people in show. Oh, fun fact, they're making another one, and the Penguin's coming back.
Penguin, I'm stoked for that.
He's the villain. He's coming back. He's coming back for revenge.
He was never going to be the good guy.
No.
He's such a menacing being that...
I don't understand why everyone, loads of kids my age found him really scary when I was younger. I was like, fucking...
I found him kind of scary. Not like, oh no, he's terrifying, but...
What, just really sinister?
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
He's very sinister.
He did pull off sinister quite well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
exactly.
He pulled a knife out on Gromit, didn't he? No,
yeah,
it wasn't a knife, it was a gun. He had a fucking gun.
This was a kid's animation, and he wasn't fucking around. Like, think about it. Previously, it was what? Wholesome adventure. They go to the moon. They eat some cheese.
Bro,
it's
that
lovely.
wasn't wholesome.
Sequel, gun.
No, the robot tried to strand them on Mars and replace them.
It was relatively more wholesome than.
No, I was
a
more
penguin
scared
pulls a
of
gun
that.
on you.
I was more scared of that robot than I was the penguin. Which is probably why I've liked robots a lot less than any other kind of character.
Interesting. Huh.
You probably didn't have that same opinion, or else it'd have been very different.
No, I think robots are sweeties.
So
usually.
I saw Wally.
Penguins, though. Fuck them.
Oi, shut up. Penguins are lovely. Wall-E, when that came out, I thought at some point that robot's going to be evil, or like that robot's going to realise that he won't be needed anymore if the humans get on Earth and find out it's okay, because that was essentially his job, right? Clean up the planet for them to come back. The planet's clean. They don't need you anymore, Wally, right? And I thought he's gonna flip out. And unfortunately, it's not a 90s kids show, so the robot did not flip out and kill everyone. But but
I cried in the cinema when Wally died. Spoilers for Wally, by the way.
Bro, you'd have been like, what, 13,
15?
14? Oh, fucking hell. Why?
Because he died.
He
it was
didn't
sad.
die.
It seemed like he was going to. Look, if I ever need to cry on command, the trigger is the robot dies. It happened with Wally. It happened with the Iron Giant.
Rover.
It happened in that one Star Wars. When the real-life Mars rover died. When Voyager 2 is eventually going to die. That's going to make me sad.
They're not
He's
dying,
gone further than
though.
any...
They're just powering down.
It's the same thing.
You power down every night and wake up again.
Yeah, but what if I don't?
What, don't get up again?
Anyway, that's going to get existential.
Yeah, back to father figures who want to fuck.
So I typed in Daddy Kink in the tags and I sorted by kudos. The top one is from a fandom we've covered before. I want you to guess who it is. The top fig is called Paragon by Bloody War 2411.
Pokemon?
Nope.
It's
500,000 words long as well, fucking hell.
The Untamed?
Nope. It's Western.
It's Western.
Live action.
Live action.
Yep. The tags include Virginity Kink, Cock cages, cock warming, nipple play,
Uh,
human furniture.
what? I is any of this a hint to the actual thing? Like, does this happen
Uh,
on screen?
no, I was giving progressively more relevant tags as we go.
Okay, because I was like, I don't think I've seen anything like this. Like, have we? Okay.
Rough sex, body worship, cross-dressing, sounding,
Sound.
blood play, ass to mouth.
Castlevania?
No.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's not live action.
Non-consensual STD testing. That's an interesting one.
Life on Mars?
No, it's something we covered.
I don't know, I thought we covered it brief. Avatar: The Last Airbender.
No. You were halfway to saying it. It is, in fact, Will Graham and Hannibal Lecter.
I wasn't. No, I had no idea.
Oh, I swear you said Will Graham at the start, and I was waiting for you to finish the sentence. But
I completely forgot about Hannibal Lecter.
by AO3's rating, the most daddy, apparently. Or at least the most popular daddy kink.
I mean, there's certainly issues there.
Oh, for sure.
But there's so many more issues than just daddy issues. I feel like cannibalism is the cake and daddy issues is the icing in that scenario. Or like just a little
I think
seasoning.
you're right. I can agree with you on that. That's yeah, there are definitely more issues at work in the Hannibal fandom and TV show. Like, wow. One I take issue with being in the top fix for daddy kink is BTS.
Okay.
Because they're all under 25.
I mean, they're probably not anymore.
I think they are still quite young.
Okay.
One of them just got out of his national service recently.
Okay.
So we might be seeing a resurgence of them. Well, I think once the rest of them do anyway.
Hmm.
So looking at that BTS one, I noticed one of the ways people do this tag is daddy and then an exclamation mark and then excuse me. Oh, sorry, I just saw a tag called Dad Sona, and I was wondering what the fuck that involves. But it's do you remember the game Dream Daddy?
Yeah.
Dad Sona is the protagonist's default.
Oh, the
name.
one you call your own.
The one you customize,
Okay.
yeah. The Dad Sona.
Dad Sona.
Yeah. So the other big daddy tag is Sugar Daddy.
Okay.
We can have a look at that at some point. But the daddy issues tag seems to be largely dominated by Harry Potter and the Marvel Cinematic Universe. You will be shocked to hear.
I can believe it.
Sokka and Zuko here as well.
Loki and Tony Stark.
Absolutely.
Paul Atreides.
You know what? He's got a lot of daddy issues. That fits. Like Paul Atreides has 3 dads.
Yeah, he's got.
At least up till the films, probably more dads as it goes on.
He's got his real dad. He's got his war dad, and he's got his Dune dad.
Oh shit, 4 dads. He's got his biological dad, Leto. He's got Jason Momoa, the dad who taught him to fight. He's got the other dad who taught him how to fight, the one who's played by the Thanos bloke.
Yeah.
And then he's got his religious dad.
Yeah.
The one who's always yelling, whatever it is he yells. Can't remember.
Something the deep dib, what the fuck his name is.
Muad'Dib.
That's it. Something like that.
Yeah. So he's got 4 dads.
He's hogging
That's
so
greedy.
many dads.
He's hogging so many dads.
Out,
like,
for fuck's sake.
I thought the Flash was being greedy with 3 dads, but Paul Atreides.
So who is Feared Ruther Harkonnen?
Feared Ratha is the bald guy he fights at the end.
Oh, so this is who he's shipped with.
Okay, you got to post this on.
Divorced Paul and Chani. Oh, for fuck's sake.
I mean, yeah. I think that happens in the books.
Capitalist hellscape, implied reference incest, inappropriate humour, mental health issues, daddy issues. Really, it's the Succession A. They are entitled bastards who swear. Bathroom sex, men crying, Canon typical violence. Aged up characters. By Tsubaki. That's it. Now I need to find it.
Raban's wedding. Paul Atreides, Thade Ratha, and Irulan Carino with Chani. Irulan is the woman he leaves Chani for at the end. The Emperor's daughter.
Aha, I see.
So, I guess they just choose to be like, no, screw you. I'm leaving. I'm leaving with her.
Yeah, makes sense.
Good on her. I don't know anything about Succession, though.
No,
so
I don't.
I can't weigh in on that. And I barely know that much about Dune, to be honest. But he does have more daddy issues.
There's an ancient Greek religion and law tag.
Oh, there's so many daddy issues in ancient Greek.
And this is Admetus of Fari and Apollo.
Okay, who are they?
I don't fucking know. I know who Apollo is. But as for the other one, I don't know. But yeah, right at the bottom it's got Zeus Father of the Year as a tag. Family drama.
He's the opposite of the Father
Fake
of the
marriage,
Year.
snakes, lots of
Wait.
snakes, beards, relationships.
You know, if Father of the Year is who can have the most kids in a year, sure, Zeus probably wins that one. But that's it.
I mean, the only issues I think Zeus has is that his own dad had issues with him. And he ate everyone, ate all his siblings. Like I can see why Kronos was, started off the abuse. It's just a shame that Zeus didn't really.
He's the original. He's the progenitor of daddy issues, Kronos.
Yeah, I feel like he looked at his dad as like, I'm not going to eat my kids, but I am going to make the lives of the women in my life and their offspring hell via my wife, who is also my sister. I don't know what he's thinking. I don't think he really thinks any of it through.
I mean, I think that's true of all abusive parents, to be honest. I don't think they plan that kind of thing.
No, it's actually quite fluffy, this. Listen to this.
Oh, really?
It sounds it anyway from the summary.
Is this the religion one?
Yeah. One day a man falls in the garden of Amytus, the brave and wonderful king. He sees who it is to find Apollo, and both of them fall in love instantly. Apollo has been banished from Olympus to serve the king, and he will do so to make his new beloved happy even.
Grace, can you post it so I can read it?
I will, hang on. I'm just reading it while I flip through all the things. There you are.
Uh-huh. Thank you. King of Hearts by Machiavellian Cyborg.
Isn't it?
What a great name.
That is a good name. Oh look, Fallout. Bloody Fallout.
Wait, where's Fallout?
It's on my list.
Whatever you found next. Okay.
Fucking Cooper Howard at it again.
Oh no, I was gonna say there are good dads in the Fallout universe, but none of them were in the TV show. So the one that stood out to me, I'm confused, is in this list. In the top for daddy issues, I found a Spy Family fic, which is really odd because Lloyd Forger, fantastic dad.
I don't think it'll be Lloyd. It'll be the guy he's trying to get after, Desmond.
Oh yeah, he's an asshole.
Because it's the son that's got the issues with his dad, the boy in it, Damien.
That's true. You know what? You're spot on. This fic, it's called Mission 00, Watching Spy Family. The tag is in fact Daddy Issues Damien Desmond.
Yeah, knew it.
Good guess.
No, it's not a guess, is it? Because there's no shit dads in it apart from him.
There's only one. Well, there probably are other terrible dads in there, but Lloyd Forger is not one of them.
Exactly.
I assume whoever raised the Breyer siblings probably wasn't a very good dad.
Well, I just don't. I feel like they were just sort of orphaned.
Oh yeah, probably.
I feel like all of them are orphans.
Fair point.
I've got a Blackadder classical music RFP.
What?
Baldric the Third, Baldric Blackadder
I had no idea.
So it's Edmund Blackadder / Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart.
What are you searching to find these?
I'm not so. All I've done is typed daddy issues, and it's gone on random. This is
I see.
this is Wunderkind by Winter's Fairy Tale. I was never expecting to see a Blackadder with classical figures.
I'm shocked people are 200 fix in Blackadder. That's quite solid. That's more than I expected. Is this... What era of Blackadder is this?
The third.
Okay.
So I think this is the Georgian era.
Yeah, this is the one with Hugh Laurie as the king, I think.
Yeah, he's butler to the Prince Regent.
I think that's my favourite Blackadder of the eras that we get.
Yeah, they start, like, meeting as children and they become friends and all that shit, and I don't know what the fuck to expect from this, but...
It's a long one as well.
Yeah! Yeah!
7 chapters, 60,000 words.
This is rare, bro. This is really rare.
Bisexuality.
Yeah, I feel like they've actually taken this incredibly seriously, judging by some of the tags as well.
Blackadder / Mozart. Blackadder and an original female character.
Yeah?
I wish I knew more about musical history to weigh in on this.
Yes, they've got the bloody Mozart family in this. I feel, yeah, I feel like they've done their homework and they've just...
Oh, they have. If you scroll to the very bottom, to the notes section, there are notes about which bits are inspired by actual historical things.
Oh my god.
Mozart did indeed love toilet humour. I think him and Baldric would get on famously. Yeah, this is annotated with historical facts. Like, I feel this was made for you, Grace.
It's just a shame that I've got very little interest in classical music. But
looking at the notes for chapter 2, I wanted to see if they kept up the note taking, so I was just looking at all the notes. This is written by an American historian, so.
No.
This is a historian who is writing fics and has felt the need to cite that. And presumably, that's why they feel the desire to cite everything.
Yeah.
And I love that they do. I love fics with, what's the word I'm looking for? I love fics where there is historical background, where they've done research and they've cited it, because we're learning stuff from this.
I love it, but it's also
Mm-hmm.
very perplexing as to why you've got all this information, you've cited all these things for a fucking Blackadder crossover. Like, it's Blackadder, that random British TV show that I'm pretty sure never made it out of the UK for a very long time, has found this way to this American historian who's like, perfect for my dissertation. You know... I don't know. I don't know what the story is behind this, but good on him.
I think I might have a read of this. I'm just impressed at the amount of work that's gone into Wunderkinds by Winter's Fairy Tale.
I wonder if Wunderkind means Wonder Kids in German.
It does.
Nice.
Yes, it does.
My GCSE German is coming to use.
Oh, hey.
Hey.
Education.
I didn't even take German for GCSE.
Stay in school, kids.
Yeah. Well, you have to till you're 18 in the UK anyway.
Well, pay attention in school, kids.
Yeah, that's probably a better one.
Yeah, I didn't, and look where I am now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
That wasn't meant to be a heavy one, don't worry. Okay, I'm typing in DILF just to see who is the most popular. The first tag that's come up is something called DILF Sember.
Right.
Though there are no fics tied to that, which is weird. Have I got another filter on? Okay, 400 with just DILF on its own.
I've never seen men's football RFP.
Oh no. We're woefully underqualified to talk about men's football.
Yeah, I'm not going to talk about it, but... I've never seen football on here. Cool. Okay. And for anyone who's interested, it's Alison Becker / Virgil van Dijk? Oh, I don't know. D-I-J-K. By Gex Writing.
I don't know.
No, I don't know.
It's. I was hoping you'd know more about, because you work in a factory, so you probably have to do football talk occasionally.
I feel like these people are from teams that are neither Arsenal nor Tottenham, so I don't know.
Ah, of course.
But then again, I don't really listen to the names and shit being said. You know what I mean?
That's
Oh, Metal
completely fair.
Gear.
Oh, there's
Big
a lot.
Boss
Raiden has so
and
many
the
daddy
boss.
issues. Yeah, I can see it. I don't know much about Metal Gear, I have to confess. But
Mommy issues are in here as well.
yeah, Big Boss is a mum, I think. Honestly, Metal Gear's lore seems so confusing from the brief bits I've seen. But I played Revengeance, and I feel like that's all I need. I'm not very good at stealth games.
Fair play.
The Sugar Daddy tag is mostly BTS,
Okay.
but there is some Untamed in here. Let me... So we have here How to Be a Heartbreaker by Sweet Lolly XO. Sugar Daddy Lanjan.
I had a feeling I recognised the name of the author.
Oh, really? Oh. Have you read this before?
Let me double check. Hang on, yes, continue. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I think I have, actually.
I should have known.
Ha ha ha.
Oh, dear.
Not even for the show, I think I just read it in my spare time.
I know.
You know how, like, sometimes you read stories before you go to bed as you're a kid, and as you get older, the stories get more
They
mature.
get smuttier and smuttier.
Yeah, you're just like, where's my nighttime fan fiction? Let me just...
What was that Tumblr post I sent you?
Sweet
It's
dreams.
Gods, bring me my bedtime yaoi.
Yeah, no,
Whatever it
that's
was.
it. That's exactly it. I don't think you should let the enemies through the gates. All these enemies
When
to
will it
lovers.
be my turn?
Oh my god.
Fair enough. I didn't realise bedtime yaoi was a thing. But
It is a thing. Like, you don't even
it's
have to. You don't even have to masturbate to it. You just read it because you can, and then you go to bed.
I had no idea that AO3 was actually just a massive insomnia cure for women of a certain demographic.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Huh. No wonder it's so prolific.
It's funny, like, it's because, like, people be like, oh, do you like reading? Yeah, I like reading. I like to read a little bit before I go to bed. Oh, what do you read? And then it's like, The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime. Oh, alright. What happens? Fuck knows. I don't read it. I've never read it. It's all lies.
You know
It's
what?
all fan fiction.
I think next time, just make eye contact, establish dominance, and say, bedtime yaoi.
Bedtime. I don't want to have to explain that to women over, like, 50. Because they're the only
They probably
people.
know.
They don't know how to use YouTube.
Oh,
How
that's
the hell
true.
are they going to get on AO3? Like, there's nothing about AO3 that says it's fan fiction. Like,
That's true.
it's
What, do you
so...
reckon they'll read it and think, oh, these are documentaries based on...
I mean, if it's not on Wikipedia, they're probably not going to find it. It's just how
Well.
it should stay.
You know what, yeah. I suppose it depends who you're talking to. I think just tell them about... If they're of our age, tell them about the bedtime yaoi. They'll probably understand.
I'll do one worse. When I was doing A-levels at school, I had read this really good fan fiction, which was like a sort of Marvel version Handmaid's Tale, and it was actually quite well written.
Okay.
I thought it was quite good, and I started telling my teacher about what's happening in it, and it was how, like, the differences were in it for our topic.
Yeah.
And she, oh, you should... And then... But I didn't say what I got it from. And then in the middle of the class, she was like, oh, Grace had a really good book recommendation. And I was just like...
Oh.
Yeah, I've forgotten what it's called. I'll get back to you. Never... As you can imagine, I never got back to anyone on it ever again. Oh, imagine, because, like, there's like 5 pages of smut in the middle of it as well. I was just like, I can't tell my entire class this.
Okay.
I can't.
Can you please loop back and clarify what the MCU but the Handmaid's Tale implies?
The Handmaid's Tale.
I want to know more about this fic, is what I'm trying to say.
Okay, so do you know what the Handmaid's Tale is about?
Vaguely.
Okay, so it's that, but it's essentially Alpha, Beta, Omega.
That was my next question. Is this ABO?
Yeah, they sort of use the idea. That's how they sort of distinguish the people into their categories, like they do in the Handmaid's Tale. So like,
only it's just Omegas that
religious,
are kept.
Religious context with putting like social statuses and stuff according to your A, B, and O, I guess.
And who was the Omega in this situation?
Handmaids. What do you mean?
I was thinking in terms of, you said it was MCU.
Oh, I think it was Loki or something.
Of course it was Loki. I should have known. Why did I ask? I know it was Loki.
I could be wrong.
It was never going to be Thor,
was a long time
it?
ago.
Oh.
It could have been Hetalia. I'm not sure at this point.
I kind of want you to dig it out.
I don't want to dig it out. I'm not going to dig it out.
Oh, please.
No, because do you know how many fics I'd have to look through to find it?
Okay.
So many, bro. There's so many. I don't even know which fandom it belongs to anymore, because it all just merges into one.
Okay. Well, I'm going to have to search Handmaid's Tale AUs and see if I can dig out.
It may not have even
I'll just
been
keep
tagged
sending
as
them
that.
to you to be like, right,
No.
does this sound familiar? Does this sound familiar?
Get back on topic. Don't scar
go
me.
on then.
Don't scar me like this.
I'll talk to you about what I'll post what I was just scrolling past, which is called "I'm the Office Slut." Shh.
Okay.
By Bullsfish. It's
Oh,
Yaoi
it's
on
Yaoi
Ice.
on Ice. Hey.
It
Go
was
on,
this
Yaoi on
or a
Ice.
fic I just saw called "Young Cook Boy Pussy," and I don't feel qualified to talk about that.
But you feel qualified to talk about
Being the office slut? Yeah.
breeding kink, pregnancy kink, nesting, knotting, impreg, and Victor's beard.
Well, the thing is, I've seen Yuri on Ice. I've only listened to one BTS song the whole way through.
Okay.
So, that's why I feel more qualified to talk about this.
Okay.
Questions?
No.
Good. Right.
Oh my god, the notes.
The notes. Hello. This is basically my study of shorter characters but longer scenes and smut. There is some plot in there, especially on the later chapters, but it's pretty much all focused on them having sex and falling in love. Chapters are going to be roughly 1,000 to 3,000 words long, with a couple of little longer ones. Notes. In this Omega verse, Omegas have a vagina and a small cock. Yuri's is maybe about 4 to 4.5 inches. They can get pregnant and have heats around 3 to 4 times a year. I'm not 100% sure if intersex is the right term here, but as an aside, small. I think 5 is like the average. So 4 to 4. It's not that small.
It said smaller.
Yeah, fair. I was thinking if they meant that as small, what do they think the average is like 9 or something? But
I mean, this is fan fiction.
that's true.
It's quite possible that Victor is rocking up with a 10. Who knows?
I mean, you definitely know with figure skating as well, because like the outfits,
But
like it's
they're
all
not
there.
figure skating, James.
Are they not?
This is an office, are you?
Oh yeah, I assume they're still wearing the figure skating outfits.
No.
Oh, fair enough. But yeah. What else do we have?
One Direction, One Piece, Formula One, Charles Leclerc and Max Van Stappen.
Do daddy issues come up often in Formula One?
I mean, everyone in laminating has a shit dad, but I don't think it actually comes up. It's just something you don't talk about.
So what you're saying is the cars are powered by daddy issues in their own way.
Well, the same way they're powered by drug users, yeah, and alcoholics.
Yeah, that too. but also daddy issues.
I want to know who's being bent over by who. But I feel like that would get too political if I brought it up at work. Who do you think's the top and the bottom between Charles Leclerc and Max Verstappen? The whole clean room goes quiet and just looks at me.
Would
What?
would the
Why would
people
you
at
say
your
something
work
so brave yet controversial?
would the people at your work know about the difference between a top and a bottom?
I don't think so. There would be one person at the back, I think, who would
Yeah.
just be like, Max. Or like, I don't know. Max is the bottom, what? He's a brat.
What does that mean?
And then everyone turns to him like, Gary, what the fuck are you on about?
I mean, did you watch that ludicrous display last night?
Yeah, pretty much an hour ago, yeah.
Well, I think that would be funny. So you're gonna have to ask at work and let us know how it goes. Finding out who they think. Could you write it down and like set up a poll at work of like who's the top out of these two Formula One people?
Well, I don't know, but like the first line in here is Max is 16 and competing in 2 karting world champions. Who does that affect your social life as a teenager? And I'm thinking, he's young, he's gonna be the bottom.
Probably. Well, you're gonna have. I'm curious what your work thinks. All the same.
Don't know, but it's not rated thingy. It's not a sexual one.
Oh. Maybe no one's the bop. The bop? No one's the top or the bottom.
What a bop.
The bop is the third person in this pair. They give instructions and you have to like do them, like the bop it machines.
Okay, I see what's happened now. I think it's just about family drama and daddy issues by way of past child abuse. So it's not actually about him developing like a sex thing later.
I see.
Okay.
Well, I have something specifically with you in mind here. As I was
I'm
scrolling
scared.
through the Daddy Kink. This is Survival Isn't Living by Bear After Hours. It's Trolls.
Okay.
Oh, this is the wrong
Trolls.
I'm sorry. Sorry, Grace.
This is so much worse. This is so much worse.
So, Grace is a fan of Troll Hunters, and I have
You just
foolishly mistaken them.
suddenly trolls. What's worse is brother on brother fucking incest.
I'm sorry, Grace.
You just sent like the little fuzzy haired things incest and vaginal fingering. What are you doing?
I thought this was the one you liked.
No.
I went to the store, and the man said, "This is the one you'd want." The Trolls one.
These are trolls, aren't they? No.
Look,
It's unfortunate that the same studio has got 2 troll-themed
so that was
merchandises. But
DreamWorks, and Clay sounds like a character from Troll Hunters, right?
I understand where you're coming from, but my God, you got it wrong, and I feel so devastatedly shaken by the experience.
Well, do you know anything about trolls?
Not these ones.
Shit. Okay.
I just know that they're tiny and they've got big hair.
They do.
And
one of them's got a daddy.
Katy Perry voices one, or Justin Timberlake voices one. I don't know. That's about it.
Well, one of them's got a daddy kink.
Yeah, and he's fucking his brother.
Yeah, that is a bit unusual for a daddy kink. Fine, I'll make it up to you. This was directly below it. This is One Last Look by Cardinal Copulate.
Oh, Ghost, the Swedish
it's
band.
Ghost.
Fucking Ghost.
Cardinal Copia?
Is it daddy kink because these people are all dads?
Yes. Yes, it is. It's a self-insert fic. It's someone banging Cardinal Copia / Papa Emeritus IV.
Nice.
I don't know enough about Ghost to know who that is, but I know you do.
I know the songs. I don't know the band.
Okay. Never mind. I kind of want to find you a Troll Hunters one to make up for it.
No, it's fine. I do not want one because most of the characters in Troll Hunters are children, and I don't like them for that sort. I don't like that sort of.
No, that's
fanfic.
fair. But there is stuff about the mum.
Yeah, there would be stuff about the mum. She's dating one of the bloody trolls.
Yeah, that's okay. There are no daddy kinks in Troll Hunters, apparently. Maybe I'll check one of the other tags. But for now, you're safe.
Pepper's curls off on me lap.
Oh.
Yeah. Blissfully unaware of what crap we're talking about.
Oh, lucky her.
I love how she demands to get in my room just to sit on me.
Well, you're warm.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Well, she's a lot warmer than I am.
Mm.
She's sat on me to cool down, I think.
Oh, I found a Formula 1 one. Wait, what was yours called?
Oh, I have forgotten.
Was it Gobble Me, Swallow Me, Drip Down the
No.
Side of Me by Fabi?
No, it wasn't
Okay.
that.
Yeah, I had a feeling I'd have remembered that one. Yeah, this is Max Verstappen, Charles Leclerc, and Oscar Piastri.
Oy.
Yeah. Here's to the winner, Oscar said, winking at him and holding his glass up. The fastest man on the track, Max added. The best ass in the place, Oscar tacked on. Okay. Disclaimer, this is 100% fictional. I do not own any person, team, or sponsor referenced in the story. That's a shame. I would love to see the owner of Red Bull writing smut about
Rivals.
his team. Yeah, about his rivals and his team. I mean, my understanding is the owner of Red Bull a fairly eccentric guy, so maybe he does write yaoi in his spare time.
Sake.
Oh boy. Okay, now here on the show we don't like to kink shame. As you know,
I mean, we'll do it anyway, but yeah, it's a minefield. What?
I've got a Planet of the Apes daddy kink here.
I don't want to read a fic about monkeys, mate.
Me neither. Let's move on.
I can't.
I can't look at monkeys.
Caesar is home amid shag. No, it's not how.
No, I'm gonna be perfectly honest. I don't understand the Planet of the Apes fandom, or indeed that there's a whole series of films about it now. Like,
Oh yeah,
they're just monkeys, man. There's like 4 or 5 of them, and I don't get it.
I think I was told recently that it was based on an old book. One of the first apocalypse books.
Yeah, but that's in the same way that no, I can't think of a good example. I think it's gone off the rails since then and is doing its own thing. I'm gonna look that up before I start talking out my ass.
I thought the book was about after everything fell to shit. So actually it was off track and now it's on track. But they've made it more of an action film.
So the book is closer to the original film by the looks of things.
Oh, okay.
The one from like the 60s.
Okay.
It's this, the book is the story. I'm on Wikipedia now. The book is a French sci-fi that was adapted into a film. It is about three human explorers who visit a planet in which great apes are the dominant intelligent species, while humans are reduced to a savage animal-like state.
Okay.
And, according to Wikipedia, and spoilers for The Planet of the Apes, the original classic fantastic film, yeah, it doesn't turn out to be Earth all along. That's a twist from the film.
Okay.
So in the original book, they eventually leave the planet, go back to Earth, and tell everyone about how fucked up it is.
Oh.
Oh no, they don't. They fly back to Earth. They land at the Eiffel Tower. They get out. They're greeted by a field officer who is a gorilla. Horrified, they take off in their ship, leaving Earth behind, because they've come back and there's monkeys everywhere here too, which is similar to the Tim Burton film from the 2000s.
Okay.
And completely nothing like any of these new films.
Okay.
So, yes, one of the original post-apocalyptic stories, but the reboots are completely bonkers.
Hmm.
And nothing to do with the book. The original film's good though, if you fancy watching that.
I think I saw it a long time ago.
The 9. Mm.
In other news,
Oh,
I
yeah.
found The Man from U.N.C.L.E., which is one of my favourite. Don't really listen to the plot, just watch the good-looking men films, which is just fill your glass with tonic and gin. This is the American dream, and it's shipping Ilya Kuryakin and Napoleon Solo. Oh, and Gabby Teller.
Oh.
Bloody hell.
I've not seen the newest Man from U.N.C.L.E.
Oh, why not?
I don't know, I just didn't get around to it.
It's quite good. It's got The Witcher in it.
Henry Cavill.
That's it. He's Napoleon Solo. He's like the
I could go for that.
playboy American spy.
Mm. I'm starting to get the impression he's never going to get to play James Bond, and that's a shame. So maybe this will fill that gap.
It will. And then I think you'll like Ilya, because he's like Soviet Union KGB who's been sent to work with the American guy.
Yes.
And U.N.C.L.E. is the British agency that's sort of like sorting it out.
I've seen a few of the original Man from U.N.C.L.E., the 60s spy show, a long, long time ago.
The 2015 one is a lot more handsome. I'll tell you what, I was watching it.
Do you
and my
know
mum
that
was
for
like,
sure, though? Have you watched the original?
Yeah, because my mum
Okay.
showed me one of the original ones.
Okay.
And I was like, what the fuck is going on with that man's haircut? She was like, oh, I really fancied him when I was younger. And that was Ilya.
You see?
Everyone's fancied Ilya. And I was just like, that's the worst haircut I've ever fucking seen in my life. I was like, how? Why?
Okay. Would
And
he...
she's like, yeah, it's a bit dated now, but you know.
Do you think he would have been hotter with an improved haircut?
I think the person who plays him in the 2015 one is far more daddy.
Okay.
Than...
We are talking about the one who was accused of cannibalism, right?
Yeah, but I can look past that. He was
Fuck's
only
sake.
accused of it.
Why do so many people look past cannibalism?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's not just you, Arnie Hammer. That's his Army Hammer. Let me just look at his Wikipedia just for an update on the accusations of cannibalism. It does look as if he's been cleared of that, according to Wikipedia. I'm not going too far into it, so maybe I'm wrong. Please cite me or look into it before you use me as a source on something, because I've done very little research into men that Grace finds dishy. Oh shit, Hugh Grant's in it. Nice one.
Yeah, it's actually quite a nice little spy film. A little Berlin Wall spy film. With like Italian shit going on in the background.
Okay. I think you've convinced me.
Oh, and the soundtrack's banging.
I'd expect nothing else from the 60s. Or from something set in the 60s. You know what I mean.
And I think Nick would like it just for the cars, to be honest.
For sure.
Yeah, I'm in it for the men, you're in it for the spies, Nick's in it for
Love
the
me
cars.
some spy drama.
Yeah.
I've got no Baby fic here.
Oh, crikey.
I'm really pandering to you today with this search.
Who is it who's being shipped?
I don't know. There's a lot going on here.
Oh.
This is Don't You Like It Here by Pretty Little Doll.
Solomon and Reader, Asmodeus and Solomon. Asmodeus and Reader, Lucifer and Reader. It's just everyone and the Reader.
Uh-huh. Well,
I say everyone, I don't think Mammon's in it.
but who's the daddy?
Ugh.
Doesn't say. It does have the tag light sadism, though. But you know what? It's devils. That's kind of to be expected.
I think, yeah, there's every kind of kink in here.
Wow. Every kind.
Well, no, alright, not every kink. Random one-shots about each character.
Right, I'll see what else there is. You know, it's mostly bands that I'm seeing. I'm starting to feel like when I search by kudos, I'm getting the same things all the time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, mine's on random.
Oh, there's a random. I didn't see that.
No, you just don't put,
Oh.
don't do it by kudos.
Oh, so
Leave it
it'll be
blank.
by date posted.
Oh, there's a Team Fortress 2, which is the medic and you.
I was thinking, Everyone in Team Fortress is a bit of a daddy, with the exception of maybe the scout.
Yeah.
I'm glad they showed up. Who is the daddy in this one?
Medic.
Yeah, I can see it. He's not a good dad, but he's definitely a daddy.
I think he'd have the Dr. Doofenshmirtz thing going on. If he ever became a dad, an actual dad. But
I don't think I'd trust him looking after kids.
no, absolutely not.
Yeah.
But think about how amazingly OP your kids would be after a couple of rounds of testing.
I don't think I want that for my kids. Would you?
I think I'd ask them first, do you want superpowers? And when you ask a kid that and they obviously say yes, you go, well, so be it.
Parent of the year.
It's on you now. It's all on you, and don't come crying to me when you've got 6 heads and a I don't know, an appetite for human babies.
Okay, let's say you have kids. Let's say you like your kids. You have to leave them babysat by one of the TF2 mercenaries. Who are you leaving them with?
Probably Heavy or the Sniper.
Yeah, I think I agree with that. I think
Or
I'd
the Engineer.
Yeah, Engineer. I could see. I personally think the Heavy, because apparently he's quite smart.
Yeah, depends if you want. Depends what sort of area you want them to go into, don't you?
Yeah, that makes
Do you want them
sense.
to become a professional with standards? Do you want them to really good physics, or do you just want them to have a career in engineering? You know what I mean?
Or maybe the Spy. No, they'd leave they'd leave as an alcoholic if you gave him to the Spy.
He would teach you how to drink by making you drink. He would be like Archer's mum.
Oh, he would, wouldn't he? Oh no, that's a ship I can get behind. Spy/Mallory Archer.
I think Mallory Archer has already been shipped with everyone just because
Oh,
she's Mallory Archer.
God bless her.
God, she
Love
does what she
Mallory.
wants. Always drunk, but always functional.
Mm-hmm. I think that's what you aspire to be as you age, right? Mallory
Yeah.
Archer, specifically.
Yeah. Yeah, she's a bad bitch. I love Mallory Archer.
Yeah.
For all reasons good and bad.
Do we ever find out who Sterling
times
Archer's
thick and
dad
thin.
is?
I don't know.
Yeah, I never watched enough to know.
What a power move. You just walk up to someone and, for whatever reason, how would you like a job? And they and they just say yes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that'd be useful. I mean, I'd say yes to Mallory if she's offered me a job.
I mean, you'd absolutely regret it for the rest of your day.
100%.
Oh my god.
Oh, what you found?
No, it's alright. It's for a minute I thought it'd be daddy issues. No, it is daddy issues, but it's not like sexy daddy issues. It's actual issues with your dad, and it's
I
Guess
see.
I'm a Dad Now podfic by Whale Kingdom. Lego Ninjago.
Oh,
I was not
I
expecting
mean-
Lego Ninjago. Ronin and Echo.
It-
For whoever knows who that is.
no, I've not watched Lego Ninjago at any...
Oh, it's written by all of the bees and read by Whale Kingdom, so it's a podfic.
Oh. Okay. Well, the real one,
It's 5 to 6 hours long.
must be a long fic.
It's a long fic.
Mm.
7 chapters. What else is there?
So I've found someone circumventing one of the age-old questions that have... So the 2010s were kind of dominated by one specific question, and this fic has circumvented that question by pairing Edward and Jacob together in Call Me Daddy by Frankie Quinn 13.
I mean, you know, that's big brain energy
Yeah.
for its time.
What if we
Whenever
just ship
team-
Edward and Jacob?
Yeah,
just cut Bella
none
out of the
this team's
equation.
Business. Yeah.
Yeah, I just typed daddy into title this time just to see if that gets us more daddy related fics.
Okay.
It's interesting because Edward's dad is more of a daddy, especially
Okay.
in the films. So I feel like there's more material there than between Edward and Jacob. But I'm not the expert. Who am I to know?
Crawls humbly off of your plinth.
I'm now going to swap from title. I'm going to move from daddy to father. Just to see what the difference in the fix is.
I'd love if it got more sexual, but like it was more like Bridgerton. you got Downton Abbey and Bridgerton tags instead.
It's still
Father
ABO,
issues.
it's just Downton Abbey ABO instead of
Yeah,
Teen
it's
Wolf.
just it's gentrified daddy issues.
Gentrified daddy issues. Father issues.
Father concerns.
Father concerns. That sounds like a he's like a patron saint. He's like Father Christmas, like Father concerns. He just shows up whenever there's like you've not broken a rule, but he's just here to like look. Maybe simmer it down a bit, yeah? I've got concerns.
Friendly advice. Are you winning, son? Because it doesn't look like you are. That's all. Nice.
Oh, I could do with someone like that showing up. I've got another Untamed for you.
Oh, excellent.
In the father
Is it
section.
one I've seen before?
Let's find out. It's called the trials and tribulations of a modern father. The relationships are. Oh, I've forgotten how to pronounce half of these. I'm gonna leave it to you, Grace. But it's an AU where everyone lives.
Oh, nice. Zhang Chang. The brother of fucking Wei Wuxian
Oh, the serious one.
and Lan Zhan's brother Lan Huan.
Oh, I don't remember him.
Lan Huan looks just like Lan Zhan because they're twins, but he's the elder brother. And Zhang Chang is the angry one in purple who loses his abilities by core melting hand.
Yes, I remember Core Melting Hand because that's a
sick
sick name. Yeah,
he would be a daddy in a daddy issues.
he is.
thing.
But this isn't daddy
With
issues.
a name like that.
This is father issues. It's not
Sorry,
even father.
Father grievances.
Honestly, no. This is just father, not even father issues.
Oh, right.
I'm hoping to find good parenting in here.
Oh, so you're looking for actual parenting.
I just typed in father just to see what would come up versus daddy, and that got you some Untamed.
It is. Have you noticed our youngest tends to attract a different sort of trouble? Trouble? Oh, Ashing, how absurd. What do you mean? I mean, by trouble, I mean in the form of attention. Pause. A lot of attention from the form of a seasoned gentleman.
A seasoned gentleman.
Are you telling me that our son is a magnet for perverted old men? This sounds like it'd be quite funny.
I mean, it did mention that it was a crack one.
Good.
Seasoned gentleman. I think I'm gonna have to remember that one as I get older and need to describe myself somehow.
Seasoned gentleman.
I'm a seasoned gentleman. I think you'll find.
I mean, that does sound like old pervert, really.
It does, doesn't it? Well, give it time.
Gargoyles cartoon. No, I didn't expect that.
Oh, I know about Gargoyles, kind of. I didn't watch it, but I know of it.
Goliath and David begins with an X. Shanos? Xanos?
Xanatos, isn't it?
Xanatos?
Yeah. So, the reason I know about... Wait, did you watch Gargoyles, first of all?
Only bits of it.
Okay. The only thing I know about Gargoyles is it was just the Star Trek cast. Like, a one-for-one. Like, pretty much all the voice actors were Star Trek people.
Mm-hmm.
Just doing different things. So that's the limited crossover I know of.
I think... I don't know, but I've been told that there's a relationship between the woman and the gargoyle, but that could be the internet lying to me.
I can believe it.
I mean, it happened in Troll Hunters.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Like, if it...
The mum
Is that
fell
why-
for the gargoyle, like, you know. I mean, changeling, but still. It looked like a gargoyle.
Is this why you'd been recommended Gargoyles?
It may be. I feel like the algorithm just kicked in, and I was like, oh no. Oh no, the slope. I'm slipping down the slope.
You're
Not
strolling
even the
down.
slope I want to be on. Get me off this ride.
You're strolling down Monster Fucker Avenue.
Or no, it's how you have two lanes. There's a fork in the road, right?
Yes.
You pick the one which you want to go down, and it turns out you've gone the wrong way, and you want to go back, but you can't.
The illusion of choice, yeah.
The illusion of choice. The algorithm has just taken me down here. I don't want to be here.
But it knew you were going to be here.
Yeah, it is predestined.
No, I completely understand. I can relate to that.
I hate it when the algorithm does shit like that. Like, I'm not interested in this. Like, this one time, someone sent me a thing of someone getting a really brutal injury, right?
Oh, right.
And for, like, the next week, I was getting, like, people hurting themselves or, like, really disgusting, like there was someone's heart was still beating unattached to their body in the middle of a road after a car accident. I was like,
oh, no, thank you.
Fuck? Yeah, for like a week and a half, my algorithm was just throwing me this shit. And I was like, oh god, why? That's gross.
There needs to be a better way to just purge your algorithm and say, "This, I only clicked on this once. I'm not that interested. Please stop."
I think this was before the there was a thing you could click on saying, "Don't show me this," because they only implemented that like a couple of years back.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. It might have even been this year, I don't know. But yeah, it was before then.
Depends what platform. YouTube's had it for a long time.
No, this was Instagram, I think.
I found a JoJo fic. But it's Golden Wind.
Okay.
Which, in my humble opinion, has the least number of daddies out of all the JoJos. Well, not all the JoJos, because Stone Ocean as well. But Golden Wind has no one I would consider a daddy. I don't know about you.
Not great dads. They are there, but not that fair. Found a Flag Means Death one, which is always nice.
Golden Wind's the Mafia one.
Yes. Yeah. But it's just going to be... I mean, the only issues you'd get is Bruno, and he's a mummy.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, they definitely have mummy issues for Bruno.
Absolutely.
I can see that. Okay, so this is The Treasure Map by Manic Fanfic. When a little girl dressed as a pirate sneaks into his struggling pub, his life is forever changed as he is captivated by a blonde DILF named Steed. Okay. Modern AU. Ed's a pub owner. Steed is a business advisor. Oof. Yeah, I can believe he would be that in the modern day.
So meet cute. Daddy issues. This is how I'm using my degree. As many tropes I can fit in.
Wait, is the author a business grad who has like business ideas?
I don't know.
I hope so, because maybe we'll learn like business management tips from this fic. I feel like that might be useful.
Could you imagine if we started getting business tips from a fan fiction and we just
well, we opened something and then
we suddenly got like fucking net market sales or whatever the words are. Oh, it's like
well, we understood all of that
well.
thanks to reading some smut about Our Flag Means Death.
Yeah, years later, you end up saying, so how did you learn all this stuff in such a short time? I was like, well, there's this one fan fiction.
It all started when I read some smut.
Yeah.
Right, I think I've got one more search. Do you know anything about Bridgerton, or were you just saying that?
It's one of those things that keeps coming up recently. Like, Doctor Who mentioned it the other night. There was something quite shocking that happened in it recently. And I think someone else started talking about how the costumes in it weren't accurate on YouTube or something. There's been a few things that just keep coming to mind.
I've heard the costuming isn't accurate, and but that's fine because it doesn't get in the way of the show. It's not trying to be historically accurate, is my understanding.
Yeah.
Beyond that, I know nothing about Bridgerton, but this fic is called Daddy Issues, and it is in fact a Bridgerton fic. It's by Belu Curtis Orang and Mrs. Tark. And I wanted to talk about the additional tags because they're quite good. The additional tags are Buckle Up, We're Going on an Adventure, Lost Baby, Found Baby, Travelling Colin, Coming Home, Bloomsbury, Secrets, Regency AU. I throw a lot of tropes at the wall. One bed, there's only one bed. Sex dreams, breeding kink, breeding, kink, kink with 4, 5 extra ends. That's a lot of ends.
8 ends.
8 whole ends. That's 7 more ends than you need in the word kink. But also domesticity, sweet and spicy, spicy, smut. This might turn into the dirtiest thing I've ever written, and the kinkiest. The first 15,000 words are mostly sweet though, but then they're gonna turn feral. Pregnancy kink. Colin, my baby, Bridgerton. Colin, my wife, Bridgerton. You get the idea. There's and horny magic at the very end.
What?
Huh.
What? No,
it's
but
it's
absolutely
117.
no daddy kink. This isn't that. This is the anti-daddy kink.
What?
It says chaotic Colin, but absolutely no daddy kink.
Oh, what?
It's got,
The fic
How
is
is it-
called
this is-
Daddy Issues. Excuse me, I signed up for Daddy Issues.
this is why you need to read the back of the tin sometimes, I guess.
But it's called Daddy Issues. Ah. Also, I like the fact, apparently the first 15 words are sweet and then it turns feral. It's 117,000 words, so that's 102,000 words of pure feralness. And there's a lot going on. I wish I knew who any of these people were. Grace, do you want to watch Bridgerton and explain it to me?
Oh fuck no! I know I don't like these like old-fashioned dramas because it is just a bunch of rich people going to eat and dance at other rich people's houses, and that's all
Yes.
they do the entire time.
That
It's
one
so
Jane
boring.
Austen review. They just go to each other's houses.
It is.
There might be more to it with Bridgerton. I don't know.
I mean, I know that someone got finger blasted in a carriage
Well,
recently,
that's definitely
then
more than going to each
got
other's
cheated.
houses.
but like, I'm not watching all of Bridgerton just to get to that bit.
Just to watch someone get fingered.
Yeah, I've got better things to do, like watch The Man from U.N.C.L.E.
Where 2 spies get fingered in a carriage.
where Henry Cavill
Gets fingered.
wishes he was fingering a KGB member, but he can't.
So who is the top out of the two of them, in your opinion?
Oh, it's difficult to say.
Because they both seem fairly
'Cause
toppish.
Ilya is like your big Russian
Mhm.
fella, but he's a softie really, and Napoleon's a player. But so
Hmm.
it's hard to say. I think they switch. I suppose
Well,
it's
They
I suppose
finger each other.
whoever needs comforting more ends up being the bottom on that night. I'm guessing,
I see.
as is the way in fan fiction. Having a bad time, you're getting fucked up the ass.
Well, I'm glad we solved that.
Yeah.
Grace, I've got a Chinese drama here. I'm just curious if you know anything about it.
Okay.
It's called The Husky and His White Cat Shizun.
No, I don't know it.
That sounds like something you might be interested in.
Look, I only know 2. Okay.
Fine. Well, there's a fic here called Lucky for You, I've Got All These Daddy Issues by Leftover Soup.
Oh my god.
But you don't know anything about it, so I'll leave it for now. I've just typed Daddy Issues into the title tag this time just to see what comes up.
Hmm.
It's, once again, mostly BTS. There's a lot of fics called Daddy Issues, incidentally. There's so many with that exact title. And a Hawaii 5-0 fic called Daddy, Daddy, Daddy Issues.
Oh.
Yeah. The Mountain of Daddy Issues, which is Teen Wolf. Shocker. Wow, so many people just called their fic Daddy Issues. I could do this all day.
I've been seeing a lot of Has Been Hotel and Hell of a Boss crossovers.
I don't know what
I
they
don't
are.
know what they are, but I know that I know bits about them. They're drawn quite similarly. I feel like it might be the
okay.
same sort of person. I think it started off as like a web series, and it just sort of like an animator just kept going, and then it just sort of spiraled. And a lot of furries tend to like it for some reason.
I know Has Been Hotel got a proper animation recently. Like, got picked up by Amazon, I think. Or maybe it had a new one. I don't know.
Yeah, it's quite adult.
Okay. I've not seen any of it. Hell of a Boss is a spin-off. So it's the same universe.
Okay,
Okay.
that'll be why.
It's set in hell, that's why.
Oh, I see. I see.
Oh, wow. Okay. There's a third one called Zoophobia, according to Wikipedia.
Is that the anti-Zootopia?
I think I hope so, because that would make the title.
What
Good.
actually is it?
Cameron, a neurotic young woman, is sent to an island sanctuary named Safe Haven by accident after she desperately pleads for a counselling job. She discovers she cannot leave the island, as doing so would cause it to lose its magic. She spends the duration of the comic trying to lessen her fear of the animals in Safe Haven, trying to adapt to the Yeah, so it's... Imagine Zootopia, but someone who's scared of animals gets sent to Zootopia and can't leave.
That is horrible.
And is just doing her best to survive.
Are these actual
Yeah,
animals or monster animals?
I think it's monster animals. Yeah, one of them is a deer demon, so I'm assuming. Yeah, I'm just going off the picture here. I'll post it.
This is the second time I've seen Lego Ninjago.
What's going on in the
I
Lego
don't know.
fandom?
Hang on, I need to quickly check what. Oh, there's 11. there's almost 12,000 works in Lego Ninjago.
Have we been sleeping on the Lego fandom? Do we need to?
I'm not ready
dig
for the
into
Lego
this?
fandom. A lot of it's T, but there's a couple of M's in here, and I'm just like, it's Lego. I can't. It doesn't. I can't compute.
What about all Lego? Let's have a.
Daddy issues in the Lego department. What is going on?
I mean, Bionicle was always a bit edgy, so I can kind of. I see where
Lego
they're coming
for
from.
teenagers.
Did you like Bionicle as a kid?
I wasn't allowed Barnacle.
What?
It was expensive and shit. And
It was edgy and it appealed to me at the time. There's 22,000 works in Lego or media types. I think we've been sleeping on Lego. I think we need to look into this.
Okay, I've just found another Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart.
Mozart.
And I'm just thinking,
that's such a cool name.
Right. Real question. Why Lego and why Mozart twice in one evening?
Wait. Sorry, are you saying it's a Lego
issues.
Mozart?
No, it's not. But I'm just wondering who's writing. What about Lego Ninjago and Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart screams daddy issues?
I mean, my understanding of Lego, I assume it's Ninjago.
Yeah, Ninjago or Ninjago.
Apparently, I mean, I assume it's just your standard shonen anime style story, just told through the medium of Lego.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, I can see why it would lead to a lot of daddy issues stories.
Yeah, that's true.
I think we're gonna have to do our homework on that one. As for Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, it's just such a cool name, and I guess his music occasionally screams daddy.
I think he
I
genuinely
can't tell the
grew
difference
up
between him and
in a slightly rich but abusive family, but I don't know. I need to do some actual citations. I'll get up the historian's Blackadder fan fiction to double check.
I'm gonna check Mozart's Wikipedia page in that case. Do you reckon Wikipedia will explain his daddy issues?
I don't know. Time will tell.
Oh, Mozart's family have their own Wikipedia page.
Okay.
Doesn't. Oh, it's just a family tree. It doesn't tell us if there's daddy issues.
Oh my god. Sisters Before Misters by Moon Opals.
Mm-hmm.
DuckTales.
Mm-hmm.
Scrooge McDuck.
Okay.
Fucking daddy issues. Oh, good god. No, what?
So, I'm no expert, but going off Wikipedia, it seems like Mozart got on with his dad.
Oh, okay.
Wolfgang's father was his only teacher, so he was homeschooled, which is normal for the era, I think. And he's the one who taught him music.
Okay.
So I would assume he got on with his dad. So I don't know why he keeps coming up in daddy issues.
Maybe it'll be Blackadder's issues.
Oh, Blackadder's definitely got daddy
if
issues.
all the Blackadders are cunning bastards, imagine what it'd be like raising a child.
Yeah. And at least one of them, his dad was Brian Blessed.
Oh yeah, oh my god, yeah.
Yeah. And Brian Blessed didn't like him because he was the least favoured of the two kids in that Blackadder.
Yeah, that's true.
So I would assume that, he's got daddy issues. At least one of them has daddy issues. But if every Blackadder after that is all cunning bastard, then, yeah, I think I'd have daddy issues.
Oh, I found Julian Bashir and Elim Garrick.
Hey,
You're welcome.
Bashir definitely has daddy issues.
Does he?
Because his dad genetically augmented him without his consent.
Did he?
Yeah, so Bashir originally, it's heavily implied he had autism.
Right.
He definitely had a learning disability. And then his dad took him off-world to be illegally genetically modified.
Oh.
To make him, like, really talented and handsome and everything.
Oh my fucking god.
Garrick's dad was a spy. He definitely has daddy issues.
Okay.
I think Garrick kills his dad, actually.
Now that is an issue.
I'm gonna have to rewatch DS9. I'm pretty sure Garrick kills his dad.
Yeah.
DS9 definitely. Everyone there has daddy issues, except Miles O'Brien, who has wife issues.
What, the Union Man?
The Union Man.
Like
Oh, his
Chuck
wife's
Timms.
awful.
What is it with all these Union men falling out with their wives?
So there's an entire episode about his wife wanting to start a school, specifically an atheist school on a religious planet.
Okay.
And people die for her right to get that school running. Like, it gets bombed at one point.
Oh god.
And then the next episode, she just goes, you know what? I've changed my mind. I don't want to run a school anymore. And I'm just like, you. Ugh. Yeah, his wife was not written very flatteringly.
I mean, on the one hand, I can see why after all that it would put you off, in case it happened again.
Yeah.
On the other hand...
Oh no, she just got bored. It wasn't even because of the bombings. She just got bored of running the school.
Oh.
And went back to being a botanist.
I mean, is the school still running? Like, did she give it to someone else?
No.
They just closed it.
It's shut down. It never comes up again.
So you don't know?
I can't remember. It's been a while.
I doubt it would just get shut down.
It's a
Considering
subplot that doesn't really come
Either
up
way.
afterwards.
Alright. Okay, that's enough.
Fair. Sorry, I'm with DS9ing. Yeah.
But yeah, happy Father's Day, everyone.
Happy Father. Yeah, we should wrap up. What have we learned today?
There's shit going down in Lego Ninjago.
The Lego fandom. What's going on? Apparently there's Lego Monkey Kid
There's a lot
as
of
well,
Lego.
which is...
There's a lot of Lego, bro.
I'm going to have to Google what Lego Monkey Kid is.
I know of Lego Batman
It's-
and I know of Lego Movie, but I don't know the
I
rest
know
of the
Lego
Lego.
Batman. Lego Monkey Kid is inspired by Monkey King and the Journey to the West,
Oh, right.
which is a classic Chinese story.
Yes.
But this one's in Lego,
Yep.
and there's actually more fics about that than Lego Ninjago, or however it's pronounced. Don't know what's going on there. We're gonna have to do our Lego homework, and maybe talk about Lego at some point. We'll see. I don't know. Lego it seems like the kind of thing I would have been into as a kid, but it's not been on my
But you're
radar
not a kid anymore,
recently.
so... I mean, that's not stopped you before,
my style hasn't
but...
really changed. Yeah, exactly. Maybe we'll look into it.
I think I might just rewatch The Man from U.N.C.L.E. It's been a while.
Grace needs her DILF fix.
I miss Ilya. He's a soft little Russian KVG agent who can put you to sleep while you're standing up.
What, by reading you your bedtime yaoi?
No, it's quite funny. There's a guy looking in his locker and he just sort of puts his hand near his face, just out of shot.
Okay.
And then he like does a couple of like swings and then like, actually hits him. And the man just flops his head on Ilya's hand and Ilya just sort of slowly slides it away and the man's just stood there knocked out. Yeah, that's just sort of funny.
Okay. I'm going to have to watch Man from U.N.C.L.E. in that case.
It's good.
If you can wait a few days, you're welcome to come round and bring The Man from U.N.C.L.E. but it's up to you. Yeah. I don't think we've solved who the best daddy is at this point. But I don't think we ever will. I think it might be Lloyd Forger.
I don't know. I think Lloyd is a good dad, but I can't tell how much of that is spy work.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I think if
I
he
hope
was
that...
a good dad,
Yeah,
right,
go ahead.
he wouldn't be trying to manipulate his daughter to do this shit. He would be
That's true.
The mission comes first, and I think that causes problems.
God, I hope it doesn't end with him being like, right,
So yeah,
I'm done. I'm abandoning my family now. Next mission. Congratulations, you're a single mum. I'm out. Peace.
I have.
I
This
would
awful,
be livid
no,
if it
I
ends
have
that
this awful
way.
feeling that they continue to stay together under this guise, right? But Anya, as she grows older, she gets sort of more aware of all this shit. And obviously she can read minds, so her issue with Lloyd, he's manipulating me constantly for this mission.
No.
He doesn't really care about me, because everything's about the mission. And
Okay.
that's going to give us some fucking daddy issues right there.
Oh no. Oh yeah, Anya's gonna have so many daddy issues growing up.
I mean, on the one hand, she's going to be upset
to
because
be.
it's like, he's really nice to me, but it's always going to be that suspicion in her mind that it wasn't because he loved her. Which is pretty shit, really, isn't it?
Eesh. Saying that, you've made me realise there's a better timeline. There's a better path this could go on, right? As Anya gets older, she realises that her parents are both into each other, but also fucking cowards, and she is eventually going to orchestrate them getting together.
Yeah.
Like, once she realises that once she is old enough to understand that these two need to just get pounding each other.
It doesn't have to be that. It can
go.
be actual, old-fashioned romance.
It could be that, true.
God, honestly.
But,
kids these
we'll
days,
see.
it's all about
Okay.
sex.
Once she's old enough to understand that they're not a proper couple yet.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Yeah. Once she understands that, she's going to orchestrate them getting together using her telepathy.
Yeah, probably.
That's my hope. And then they get together, and all is right with the world.
But those are her parents, so if she might end up thinking that all relationships are like that.
That's true.
Literally, will hit Lloyd and go, "Oh, Mummy and Daddy are flirting," She's
That's
almost killed him.
Yeah, it might be a while before she realises
It's
that.
gonna be a long ass while, mate.
Oh
Yeah.
no. I hope they get together before that. It's important to my sanity that they get together. They can't, will they, won't they, forever? Well, they can, but I hope they don't. It's going to be Merlin all over again, isn't it?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't watch it.
Only that wasn't really a will they... Well, it was will they, won't they, but also will they know about each other? Because that's the other thing with Spy Family. They don't know about each other. And
Did you watch
Merlin and Arthur... I watched enough of it.
Okay.
Got to season 3, I think.
I know that Arthur dies in it.
Arthur... Does
Yeah.
he? Shit.
No, they don't
That's
get
further
together.
along than... Oh, I know they don't get together.
He dies and they
But-
die as friends because this was the BBC era where you weren't quite gay enough.
Oh yeah, I wasn't expecting full-on gay sex in
No,
Merlin
not like that.
because it was a children's show on the CBBC.
No, I mean it just
But-
wasn't of the era where they were comfortable with actually having same-sex romance in anything.
Oh yeah, no, that's fair. What I mean with Merlin though is they spent the whole show with Merlin keeping it a secret that he's a wizard.
Yeah.
And he'd always find contrived ways to be like, "No, Arthur, no, I'm not a wizard. I just the wind blew in, and that's what happened," and shit like that.
Yeah.
And the will they, won't they in Merlin was us being like, "Go on, just tell him you're a wizard. Do it.
Oh,
do
I
it."
see. All right. I thought, oh fucking hell, I thought they were gay.
I mean, there was a lot of undertones about that too, but the primary "just tell him It wasn't feelings, it was tell him you're a wizard.
Ah, well, unfortunately, I don't think he ever gets to tell him that he was a wizard.
I think he does at the very end.
Like, just before he dies.
On his deathbed, he's like, by the way, I'm a wizard. And he's like, you
Fucking
what?
knew it,
Dead.
dies.
Fucking knew it.
I don't know. I'm not seeing it.
Can't you wizard me back to life? Ugh. And then, yeah. You should watch Merlin. I feel like it would be your jam.
I don't know. I think it's... I was about to say it's too silly, but I realise I've also watched Troll Hunters, so I'm just like,
You've watched
I've
sillier
watched
things.
sillier things. Oh, hey, Troll Hunters was
Yeah.
very well written.
Hey, Merlin is very
I've not
well
watched
written.
enough of Merlin to know, but
Well, there you go.
I'll have a look.
You should watch Merlin. I mean, you don't have. Did you like... Do you remember BBC's Robin Hood?
Nah, I didn't like that.
Oh, okay, you probably won't like Merlin then. It very much felt like a spiritual successor to that, only with wizards.
Okay, enough.
Yep, sorry, I'm going off. Thank you for listening if you made it this far. Tell us who your favourite daddy is.
Wishing you and your father a very pleasant evening.
Happy
Good
Father's
night.
Day. It's 2 weeks late when you listen to this, but you know what I
Yeah,
mean.
it is.
Um,
A late card is better than no card.
exactly. That's what my daddy always said.
Oh my god.
Anyway. Right. Thanks for listening. We'll see you again in 2 weeks.
Good
Good
night.
night.